21mm socket, remove all 6 of your lug nuts, and then take the wheel off. I'm going to remove this nut first, but the sway bar link stud is most likely going to spin. So what I want to do is grab it with some locking pliers, hang on to it, and then remove this nut, 17mm. Unlock your pliers, pull it out. Let's do the bottom one next. I'm going to do the same thing, locking pliers. Try to get them as tight as you can, that way they hold on well. And I'm going to bring in my socket through the back here with an extension. Still the same size nut. So you'll notice on your new sway bar link there's this sort of washer slash flat nut here, and it adjusts. And the reason for that is so that you can back it off away from the end of the stud so that you can properly fit your pliers in here, your locking pliers, without crushing this rubber boot. So I'm going to bring it to somewhere about here on both of them. That way when I install it, I have enough room for my locking pliers, and then the sway bar or the knuckle, wherever you're installing it, will basically bottom out against this plate. Now you can slide your sway bar link in. The shorter of the studs goes through the sway bar, and then the longer of the two goes right here through the knuckle. And start on both of your nuts. Now let's snug them up. These new ones are an 18mm size. Okay, I'm going to lock on with my locking pliers, snug it up. Okay, and then I'll torque it after I snug up the bottom. Okay, gently clamp on the locking pliers. Torque this to 52 foot-pounds with my locking pliers on here to hold it, and do the same to the bottom. Perfect. Go ahead and reinstall the wheel. Start on all 6 of your lug nuts, bottom them out, and then torque them to 83 foot-pounds. .83 foot-pounds. All right.